What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and more specifically, welcome back to NBA 2K and another NBA 2K challenge. I was trying to think about what it is I should do for the next challenge after the first one was so successful, and I started thinking about it. As a former college coach, I've mentioned that a couple times on the channel already. That was my previous profession. I was thinking, what if I did a season where I only had college eligible players on the team? And what I mean by that is players that could still be in college this year, right? And they still have eligibility, right? So I was thinking we do a fantasy draft here and we'll just random team. Thunder. All right. So we're gonna go through sim this draft, and we're gonna see if we can win with only guys that would still be eligible to play for me if I were coaching in college still to this day. So we're gonna go through here. We're gonna see what we got for a roster, and probably do a bit of Google researching to see who still could be in college. And I'm not gonna go by, or am I? Am I gonna go by the COVID rule with things? Because we got like 26-year-olds playing basketball now between like medical red shirts and general red shirts and COVID red shirts and things like that. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna allow we'll call it the illness red shirt, or the pandemic red shirt, we'll call it. So looking at our team here, Bam Adebayo, Paolo Banchero. I feel like Paulo might be one of the best dudes we could actually get in this right away. And we got Brandon Miller. So winning a championship's hard enough to do in this game. It's going to be really hard to do with that young of a team. Other notable guys we got on the roster, Jalen Williams, right? He still fits the mold. Ousmane Dieng, Dariq Whitehead, and Jordan Walsh. So those are guys that are actually like allowed to be on our team still. I just went and did a little bit of research, and you'd be about 23, 24 years old is probably the max, given the COVID year. So what I'm thinking is we'll call it basically a 24 and under challenge. If you're under 24 years old at the start of the season, or 24 and under, you're allowed to stay on the team, which we actually did a pretty decent job of in itself. But we're obviously not championship contenders at the moment. So Player Finder is going to be our best friend for this. So let's just set it to 24. Who's the best? Luka. Okay, Luka's foreign. That doesn't count. How do I get Ja Morant or Zion Williamson on my team? Actually, we matched up with Zion in college. That was a interesting experience. But what can I do to get one of those guys? And Halliburton's another one. Ant. There are some good young players in the league, so we're gonna have to do a little looking to see what we have. Maybe a guy like Brandon Miller is gonna have to go in this trade. He might not be good enough yet to actually warrant staying on this team and trying to win a championship, but let's go try and make some trades to see what we can find. So just looking around, I wonder if I can get a Cade Cunningham. Nope. What about a Tyrese Maxey? Oh, y'all thought about that one a little bit more. Evan Mobley is always too tough to trade for in this game. LaMelo Ball. I feel like LaMelo Ball always goes a long way. What would I have to give up to get LaMelo Ball? I feel like that's the start at least. The money's going to be hard to make work. So what if it's like a Brandon Miller type thing? I'd be willing to give up Brandon Miller right off the jump for LaMelo. Yeah, I get it. He's valuable. You can have my unprotected pick this year. This one, I can get more first. I can finagle more first, so don't worry about me using my first right now. Okay, so LaMelo Ball's on the team now. We've got a core of LaMelo and Banchero. What can I trade Bam for? What can I trade Bam for? Rob Williams, D'Angelo, nope. You guys are too old. Keegan Murray. Interesting. Nick Claxton. That's a center. We take in Bruce Brown as well that we can use as a trade piece, so might come back to that. Şengün. Really cheap contract as well. I take on Chris Paul, that becomes really hard to trade. DeAndre Ayton's probably a bit too old. Devin Vassell, that's interesting. I'm thinking this Nick Claxton one. Yeah, that's where I'm thinking I'm going to go with that. So now, just looking at our lineup, now we've got a Nick Claxton, Banchero. How old is Simons? Simons is 24. I'm going to say it counts. Simons technically started, he took like a 5th year of high school as well, I believe. So I'm thinking that, yeah, Simons is probably good no matter what, even though this is his like 5th year in the league technically. I think he'd still have some eligibility. Yeah, no, Simons will work. Out here sitting in this room looking for young men to play for my team. So Bruce Brown's too old. What can I get for Bruce Brown? Josh Hart. Mitch Rob's too old. Get Emmanuel Quickly. I'd save a ton of money doing that too. I gotta give up a pick. It's not a huge pick, but Josh Primo. Definitely don't want Josh Primo on my team. That's just a hard pass for me. Anybody else? Anybody else with some eligibility? Naz Reid. We'll need another big at some point. Give me Emmanuel Quickly. Welcome to the team. All right, so right now, Caro can play. Jalen Williams can play. Let me just go look at the lineup again. Okay, so we're going to have to get rid of Thibault. We still got Simons coming off the bench. I like that. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to get traded just because he's Kevin Porter Jr. Jalen Suggs might get to stay. Jalen Williams might get to stay. Miles McBride is young. Fernando's got to go. Usman can stay. But obviously we'll see if we can't leverage those guys into better players. All right, so who did I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of Thibault. What can I get for Thibault? Isaiah Livers. I can get a pick too. That would also be helpful right now. All right, I can just straight up get a first-round pick for this, so I might be taking that one unless there's anything better. No, he's going to Houston, Thibault. All right, so I got a pick back. So I got to find a wing for this team. So looking at this, we can move Fernando. Anyway, I can get another first-round pick for you. Kenneth Lofton, no thank you, but I saw the first-round pick and I got interested. Get Azubuike. Yeah, save some money, get a pick, that's fine. All right, Operation Trade Kevin Porter Jr. Get off my team, Kevin. I think I'm going to take this Bogdan trade, actually, because I get another second out of it, and I get Bogdan, which is another fairly tradable player. So what can I turn Bogdan into now? Chimezie Metu. I can get a first-round pick. That's good to know. Bruce Brown can come back. Josh Primo's not joining the team. Who else? Najee Marshall, no. All right, we're taking the pick. So we're regaining our picks, which is important. As of right now, we got a point guard. We got a couple guys that can play the one, though, so we're kind of good there. We just need that wing. We need a wing and probably something else. Let's go back to our old trusty friend, Player Finder. Max age of 24. Position, shooting guard, small forward, something like that. Anthony Edwards. How could I get Anthony Edwards on this team? I don't really want a Jalen Green. A Scotty Barnes would be interesting just because he can play defense. RJ Barrett wouldn't be bad either. He's a lot of money, so they might be willing to get off him as well. I find this one extremely unlikely that I'd be able to make something happen. Let's try a Scotty Barnes. What do I have to offer for Scotty Barnes, though? Like, Usman's not going to really play. Who else isn't really going to play? That could be worth something, like a Jordan Walsh. He's got some value. Like a Miles McBride. So what's the problem there? You have too many people on the roster. Did you guys just have some bum that we can throw on? Bryce Sensabaugh. You want to just throw in Moses? Yeah, that's cool. So what if I do that and I give you a pick? Yeah, I didn't think you'd like that. What about another pick? I worked really hard to get these picks. Ooh, okay. All right. Take Miles McBride off. You can have. I don't need Jalen Suggs, but then I want to take these picks back off. Yep, that's fine. We'll go back to the picks now. Come on. You know you want to give me Scotty Barnes. That's what I thought. All right. Old Scott's on the team now. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let me trade away. I'm in the zone right now. So, like, Dariq Whitehead's not going to play. What can I get for him? I can just, like, get Kelly Oubre plus a second. Interesting. He's got more value than I would have thought he has. Romeo Langford and a first. Hold up. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Haywood Highsmith. First. Like Wesley. You get 2 guys that are eligible for the team. Chris Murray. Mitchell. James Bucknight. He's not playing for us either. I can just straight up get Troy Brown and a first. All right, we're going to take that one. We're going to take Troy Brown and a first. And then I have to get rid of Troy Brown. Wait, I don't have to get rid of Troy Brown, but I don't really want Troy Brown on the team. I talked myself in and out of Troy Brown. All right, Big Kenny, welcome to the team, dog. Welcome to the team. Alrighty. Looking at the squad now, we have a lot of bigs. We need to move some bigs. What can Jalen really do for us? So Jalen can play a little bit. Is there anyone better? I feel like having a big-time backup center is going to be important. Let's find a 24-year-old center. A Naz Reid would be nice. Naz Reid would be nice. James Wiseman. They always want to trade Walker Kessler. What do y'all want for Walker Kessler? I want Scott? Y'all can't have Scott, but let's talk about it. That's what we're here to do, is talk about it. I know you don't like that. I knew you wouldn't like that. It's okay. You don't have to get so sensitive about it. You can have Jalen Williams, too. The team must have at least 11 players on its roster. Okay, calm down. I'll take on Jared Butler. I'll happily do that in the sake of this. And you get a first. Well, that's what I got the seconds for. Okay, you didn't like the seconds. What if I told you another player could come in this? Like a Miles McBride. And I could take on another one of your not very good players, aka JT Thor. Try throwing in some seconds. I doubt they're going for this. No. Okay. This one might not work. Before I do anything else, I should look through free agency. Julian Phillips is the best 19-year-old out there. The best 20-year-olds, not that great. And the best 21-year-olds, not that great, but we may just sign them just to trade them. Get Greg Brown. About a 23. Balmero, no. And then finally 24. 24. Nobody that interesting. Okay. So let's just bring on like a... Yeah, we'll just bring on like a... Oh, what? No. What is... No. You can get your nice little $1 million contract, Julian. There you go. Welcome to the team. Greg Brown, welcome to the team. Greg Brown, not welcome to the team. EJ Liddell, welcome to the team. That's fine. We'll give him that. So now let's see if we can't trade some people off this roster. Like, what can I get for Liddell? Oh, give me Dwayne Washington, but I don't really gain anything out of that. Peyton Watson, no. Get Willie Hernangomez. That's more valuable. I mean, I'll just straight up do that. That's fine. What else? What else? What else can I move upwards? Julian Phillips. Oh, y'all just give me a first for him? Kessler Edwards. Yeah, no, absolutely we'll do this, Golden State. There you go. All right, now we have a second first-round pick again. Let's get rid of Moses Brown now. I can get 2 seconds for you. Meldon, Jared Butler, Washington Jr., Julian Phillips can come back. Yeah, just give me the extra seconds, honestly. I can get an Obi Toppin, but they want a first-round pick. You always got something to say. Jalen Noel. Interesting. Could he be a guy that maybe gets some backup minutes for us? I mean, he's 24, so yeah, I'll just take that right now. Let's try simpler and going after Naz Reid. What do y'all want for Naz Reid? Get Duarte out of this, but let's negotiate this. I don't really want Duarte. Can I do this just for seconds? This would be the steal of the year if I could do this. Oh, absolutely we'll do that. Okay. Welcome to the team, Naz Reid. Okay. What does the team look like now? Are we able to win a championship? We got LaMelo Ball, Quickly, Scotty Barnes, Banchero, and Claxton. It's not a bad first five. It's not a great one. But off the bench, we do have Anthony Simons and Naz Reid with Jalen Noel as well. That's bad. I didn't like how I said that. So Duarte's going to have to go. Can we find another wing? Can I find another wing? That's what we really need. We've got a lot of like the combo guards. RJ Barrett can play defense too, and I feel like we probably have the cap space for him. Like, what do y'all want for RJ? I'm sure that's what you're gonna suggest at first. But like, let's talk about it. That's what I always want to do, is just talk about it. Okay, so for RJ Barrett, who do we have that's expendable? I have Miles McBride, and that's good that we can just take on the money. I have Azubuike. Okay, this is already going to be really hard to accomplish because we don't have many talented players. You can take Chris Duarte. You can have both of my first round picks. I hear you on this. I hear you on it. Okay. Understood. Let's do this Javon Carter one. We get an unprotected pick then, and I can flip Javon Carter into something better, I think. All right, new plan. I'm going to take on Jalen Smith here, who has a little bit more value. I'm going to try to flip him, since those second-round picks weren't getting me anywhere anyway, and I don't need Jalen Smith on this roster, and I don't need Dwayne Washington Jr. on this roster. What can I get for this? Maybe a pick? Pick would be lovely. Or someone that can play. Both those guys can play for me, but no. I don't hate this trade right here. I give up a first. I get Talen Horton-Tucker, who's going to at least bring some defense and stuff. I get Jaime Jaquez as well. And this frees up Noel to get traded. Right? That's probably who I want to keep. Yeah, I want to keep Horton-Tucker. So let's move Noel now. And who was the other one we just got? Jaquez. All of this just to try and find a wing. Jordan O'Hara, Tim Hardaway Jr. All right, y'all, we might be onto something here. Got one first-round pick left. There we go. We got our wing. All right. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. Okay, so looking at the rotation, we got LaMelo Ball, Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, Banchero, Claxton, Simons, Vassell, Naz Reid, and Horton-Tucker. I think this might just be the best that we can really do. We only have one second-round pick to spare. We'll go into free agency and just fill up the roster with whatever else that we really need to. Like, Cisco can join the team. Sure, you can get the money too. That's how good I'm feeling about it. Champagne, just so that our summer league team plays well. But let's look at the roster quick too to make sure everybody's 24 and under. All right, operation. Coach is gonna mess with some tendencies now, and I'm gonna see if I can't convince these guys to play a certain way and win us a championship. I'll be back. There will be no mid-range jumpers on this team. There's nobody good enough to do it. That's not true. Vassell's a really good mid-range shooter, but they're still not going to get to do it. I don't need my big man shooting any step backs. That's not anything that I want to deal with. Now, can Naz Reid step out and hit? Yes, he can. Is he gonna on this team? No, that's not the role that he's gonna play. We're certainly a little undersized on this team. Naz Reid's 264, but still don't have a 7-footer on the team, and Claxton's kind of thin, so as good of a perimeter defender that he is, he does struggle down low against bigger guys. So I'm just gonna need them down low as much as possible. No threes for you, Banchero. His 3-point tendencies are actually pretty high, but on this team, he's probably going to be more so of an interior player as well. I don't mind if he wants to take it off the dribble every once in a while, and I mean, we're still leaving a little bit for 3 here, you see, but primarily I see him as a within the arc player, at least this year. If this was a longer project, I'd be letting him out there, but since this is a 1-year thing, that's all we're doing. Like this 99 drive pull up mid range. No, we're driving, finishing, getting to the free throw line, Paolo. That's what you're doing for me this year. So something I'm realizing is we don't have like a ton of shooting on this team, at least at the bigs spot. We're giving Quickly somewhat of a light to shoot, but shooting's definitely going to be a struggle for us. But we should have a good amount of defense on this team, so that should be nice. But like Vassell's got a solid one too, so keeping him up around the 30 or 40, like if he's taking it that percentage of the time, I'm pretty content with that, honestly. Plus we need somebody to be able to shoot on this team, and he's gonna be one of the more capable ones. Like we don't need you spotting up like that, but we want it up there. And Simons is next, and Simons is gonna, I thought Simons would actually have a better shot 3 than that. The little Damian Lillard photocopy that he tries to be, you would think it would be, but no. So no, we're not gonna lower him that much. We're gonna bring these back up. I don't see any reason why we need to be taking step back mids on this team. Like, does it happen in game? Sure, if it needs to, but that's just if it needs to. Step back 3-pointers in general, they gonna be low. So who's taking them? Quickly, LaMelo, and Simons can have a little bit as well. That's about it, though. Horton Tucker's going to be on his Ben Simmons shit this year. I'm not letting him take a single through with that 73-pointer. Your job is to play defense, pass the ball, get to the rim, things like that. I just don't want to see you doing anything else this year. 6'4", 234. That's nuts. If he was still in college at this point, just straight up bullying everybody. Like, if you can get 234 on your center a lot of the time, you're pretty happy about that. I'm taking down LaMelo's tendencies just a little bit as well. Like, Melo's going to have to do a lot of things for this team, but his stats still don't even reflect it being that great. Like, he's not going to be running off screens or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about that, but we'll raise these just a little bit each. Otherwise, I think we're good. I think we're ready to start simming. Believe we have 9 people in the rotation. That's as much as I'm comfortable with at the end of the day. Checking my other coaching things, system proficiency, balanced. They're probably going to want to be a pace and space type team. I feel like that's going to be better for us. Yeah, so we're going to go with that, and let's get to simming. So a little update. We were like 12 and 16 at one point in this, and so I went and adjusted some of the sliders again. Not the sliders, the tendencies of the players, mostly because Scotty Barnes wasn't shooting at all, and so Scotty Barnes is shooting now. LaMelo's taking a few less crazy 3-pointers because some of his numbers were a little wonky, and tried to mess with the rotations a little bit to see if we couldn't get Banchero in there with Naz a little bit more, who could space. So my hope is that this is working. We're at least back to 500, so that tells me we're doing something right. Yeah, it looks like we're starting to pick up some wins a little bit more. I don't think having Claxton and Banchero in always was the most effective way to go about it. But yeah, let's go up to the deadline and see where it is that we end up and see if we need to make another move. No, we're starting to win now. Took a loss there. No, I don't care about the all-star captains or anything like that with this. All right, I feel a lot better. We're starting to win now. Let's sim to the end of the season. Alrighty, award season time. Luka, MVP, Wembanyama, surprise, surprise. Kevin Porter Jr., don't really want him on my screen any more than it needs to be. Giannis, Paul Reed, Devin Booker, clutch player of the year, that's sick. Jason Kidd with the Mavericks, they were 55 and 27. And executive of the year, that's me. That don't look like me though, I don't got one of those stupid perms. I feel like a lot of you young kids like to get them little perms now or whatever. I just assume you're a loser if you got a perm like that. I really do. I assume that I can kick your ass. Anybody here on any of our teams? No? No, nobody here. Okay, that's fine. Don't care. Where did we end up? We're the 4 seed. Okay, so... yeah, always simulate these. What do we have as a matchup? Steph Curry, Bradley Beal, Jared Allen, Jeremy Grant with a shooter, and Joe Harris for the first round. Challenge might be over. Okay. We're gonna... why? What are you so upset with? I don't understand. Calm down. Okay. Well, you're gonna be getting some more minutes now anyway. So Vassell is starting now, it looks like. Claxton getting his minutes. And yeah, this is probably what we're gonna run. Yeah, that'll work for me. Okay. 8-man rotation. Simulate game. We lost the first one. Got the second one. Oh no. Alrighty. Going to New Orleans. It's time for coach to put his coaching hat on. Guys like this. So they had Steph Curry, Bradley Beal. On-ball screens. I'm thinking, who was the center? Yeah, we're gonna have to ice him. Yeah, because they had what's his name? Jared Allen. So we can do an ice. On-ball pressure, we're gonna have to smother. Off-ball pressure, we're gonna have to smother. As far as specific people go, can I see that? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've already got it set to this. Is there someone in particular that I'd want on him? I don't think so. We don't have that guy. Unless we want to just say we're throwing Scotty Barnes on, which is honestly, that's not such a bad idea. Let's throw Scotty Barnes at him because Joe Harris isn't doing anything off the dribble anyway. So if LaMelo's guarding Beal, no, yeah. So let's change that then to have Vassell guard him, which he already should be. But we'll make sure. So give me Vassell there. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh no. What's happening? The better players are happening. Oh, win this game. Okay. What happened here? Banchero went off. Scotty Barnes went off. Bradley Beal got held a little more. We can't stop Steph Curry. We can stop Steph Curry? We can stop Steph Curry. Oh my goodness. Please. Oh, you guys are the 1 seed. Why are you guys the 1 seed? Markelle Fultz. Oh, because you have Giannis. I looked through the first 3 names. I wasn't too nervous. But then I saw that those 3 names that weren't that bad were accompanied by Giannis. So that's really bad. Looking at matchups here, these matchups are going to be the best. I don't know what else we can do besides just taking minutes away from guys. Like, how's Simmons been doing? It says Simmons has been hot, and so is Quickly, but so is everybody else. So you're gonna have to sacrifice some minutes. You're gonna have to sacrifice some. Nas is probably fine. Like, LaMelo's just gonna have to play. Banchero's gonna have to play. Give Vassell a couple more for defensive purposes. Claxton's pissed off, so there you go, Claxton. Are you happy now? All right, let's do this. Can my coaching do it? Not so far. Okay, operation. Make sure we really box out Giannis, because I can only assume where am I going. Stressing. As far as their other guys, they had shooters, so I can't just like double team him off. They've got a nice little team. Force direction, off ball pressure. Let's gap him on this, but on ball pressure, we're gonna want to smother. On ball screens, I doubt he's going through many ball screens. Stay attached. Off ball screen, double team perimeter. Yeah, let's go with it on the catch, honestly. Let's just see. We're already down 2-0. We gotta try something. Ooh. Oh ho ho. Oh, Giannis. You don't like that, do ya? You don't like that, Giannis, do ya? Whoo! Alrighty. Coach is coming through right now. Oh, I read the first 4 names this time, and I wasn't worried. And then I saw Joel Embiid. Okay, this one's easy. I'm not worried about any of these guys not named Joel Embiid. So we're going to go right to coaching. We're playing the Lakers, right? We're going to go straight to this. And we're going to go to Embiid, which is going to be guarded by Claxton. This is what I said I was worried about, though, with Claxton, is he does not have the weight at all. For this on-ball pressure, he's going to have to be smothered. Off-ball, deny. On-ball screens, hedge, stay attached. Do we have post? Yeah. Let's, where do we want you? Yeah, let's do 3-4 top. Behind. Let's front him. And then... yeah, we'll go on the catch for this as well. I think we're going to pre-rotate on Embiid as well. Meaning we want guys coming over from the weak side to help on him a little bit easier. Like I said, I'm not worried about anybody not named Joel Embiid for this one. We're going to lose again. But we came back. And we came back again. What happened in this last one? LaMelo Ball happened. Joel Embiid's not playing well, though. So this is fine. Like, this is all fine. Dylan Brooks, chuck your shots, bro. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Come on, let the kids play. No. Paolo, I know you're tired. Scott's going to have to play a little bit more. That's going to be the adjustment. Give me this game. We're in. LaMelo versus Luka. Young player versus young player. It's only fitting. Oh boy, who else do you have? You have Tyler Hero, Josh Green, Walker Kessler. That's right, we tried to trade with this team a bunch of times, and I guess they were smart for not trading with us. Honestly, let's just make sure we get on Luka. We're gonna double team his butt off. We're gonna double team his butt off. So who's going to guard Luka? It's not going to be LaMelo. It's going to be Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is going to guard him. He's got the size, the weight, and the defense to do it. On-ball pressure, smother. Off-ball, smother. Force direction. No, I'm not too worried about that. On ball screens. No, we'll do that, but we want to hedge him because who is the big on this team? Walker Kessler? Not worried about it. Yeah, we can hedge on him. On-ball screen with a center. No, we're fine there. Off-ball screen, stay attached. Yeah, we'll just automatic that. Double team perimeter. Yeah, we'll say as soon as he... no, because that's what he wants. Because he's willing to pass it. So we'll just say it has to be manual. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. The coaching's going to come through. 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 Hey, maybe this coaching skills do translate to the virtual game. Hey, not too bad. Make sure you guys tune in for other things to come. I've got a more established schedule now that I'm starting to figure this out, and thanks to the couple of you that have commented already, I got my first comments, and I'm not going to lie, that made me smile. So yeah, gonna be uploading a couple times a week now. Make sure you go check out the streams as well. I'll be streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch. But thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you later.